showing how it's being used. We're doing addition. So here is 1 plus 1, and these two integer files equal 2, right? So if we want to change that, we can simply go to subtraction. And so 1 minus 1 is 0. We want to change it to a multiplication problem. We'll see that 1 times 1 is 1. And we can do divide by as well. And we can see that 1 divided by 1 is 1. Now, in addition to that, we can take the source and use this like a counter if we wanted to. Now, if we do that, this, every time it scans, it's going to count 1. And so if we take this value and we count 1 and then we place it back over here at the result, so the source A plus source B, and then we put it back in source A, so every time it scans, it's going to add 1 to the number and put it back in there. We can go over here and, oops, should have done addition. Change it over to addition. Yeah. And so now every scan, you'll see that's increasing quite a bit. Every scan, we're adding 1. So I could do this with a one shot or one time, and I would just get an addition of 1. But right now, we're actually somewhat kind of monitoring the scan time. That's every scan that's happened since we began talking. Every processor scan is being showed up. So you'll see it's going fairly quickly. We're adding 1 to the number every time we scan it. With that, we can do a compute instruction, which is kind of your generic all-in-one. So in this expression here, let's just do 5 plus 5. And we may have to put a bracket around that. No, that's the destination. I'm sorry. Notice we get this little integer file here. This is integer 1. I'll hit the space. I'll hit the plus. And let's just add 1 to it. And so this is going to accomplish the same things we did before. This is going to take the value of integer 1 and add 1 to it and then put it back. So we should get the same deal we had before. And so you'll see that it is doing exactly the same thing it did before. Same instruction. We can add that expression. If we want to increase it, we can take a bracket around it. We want to go by 2s, add 2, and we can double the value that it comes out to increase it even more. So now that didn't work out. Must have a typo in there. It should be multiplied by 2. Yeah. Huh. Well, why it's doing that? But we should be able to add some. If we want to do this, we could just add 2 to it. So let's do that. And so now we're adding 2. We must have been stuck there because 1 times 1 is 1, and it would never get anywhere else. So once we get a value greater than 1 in there, we can begin to scan through there. So here we're just simply adding 2 to the number. Next, we can do a move instruction. We want to do a move instruction. And that simply takes the value in one integer file and moves it to another file. So if we want to change this to 2 here, we'll see that whatever value is in here gets moved here because there's no logic to the left of it. So if I wanted to move some data around, another file would be a copy file. And so I could copy the source file of whatever's in here. I could copy it to the destination of N2 with a length of 5. And if we'll have to go to the array to look at that. So here we're going to go monitor that instruction. And we'll see that what we're taking here is we're taking this and actually doing the same thing, but yeah. So we're going to, I think we're running out. We did too far on that one. So let's go back to our main program. You go a length of 2. And we need to adjust this up to 3. And so this will let us copy multiple words at once. If we go back to our controller tags, we'll see that we are taking, change this value here to a 4, and we'll see that we are taking 4s and we are starting, I got to go one more, I think. We're simply taking this value here and copying it 2 places over to here. So if we go here and put a 5 in there, we're actually copying it here as well. So if I go 6, copying it here as well. So it's just a way to copy groups of data at once.